Okay, so hello and welcome everyone. Let's get into this good old read. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. What are the messages for whomever it may concern? What are the messages? What are the messages from whomever it may concern? What are the messages? What are the messages for whomever it may concern? What are the messages? What are the messages for whomever it may concern? Okay, in the position of your crown, you have the Three of Pentacles. So you know that you're genuine. You know that you may be taking on projects. Um, at this time, you may have a stable foundation. So there may be something extra on the side that you're doing. You may work at a restaurant, but you have your own catering business on the side. You do a little catering from time to time, something like that. So you have the Three of Swords. Okay, so you have people who are jealous of your independence. They're jealous of your work ethic. Okay. Um, this looks like a toxic community, a toxic group of people. Okay. You have the Six of Wands. Anytime the Six of Wands is around, you can guarantee that there's some type of evil eye. You have leveled up. There's a new way in which that you're loving yourself. So you've leveled up on people in the way in which that you love yourself, and it's showing. Okay. My thing, I mean, you're being recognized for it. It has a lot to do with your energy. There's nothing too much physical here except for your wealth. Okay. But your wealth can explain a lot about what's going on with you, because you have the Nine of Pentacles and you have the Eight of Pentacles. Those are very high Pentacle cards. Okay. So for one, you are wealthy and you are very abundant within your emotional state, within, you know, I just got distracted. It's just giving me like sexy vibes. The Six of Wands and the Ace of Cups. I don't know why I feel like somebody because they recognize you, maybe you recognize them. It's like you may recognize somebody, you know that somebody is genuine. Maybe somebody knows that you are genuine. Okay, they recognize you for this. So it's like somebody is in love with you. It's like the way that you love yourself, this person loves you too. Um, so if you're a woman, whatever preference, man or woman, right? This person is like that they know what's good with you. Okay. So so if you're a woman, if you date other women, there's a woman that knows that, you got some good cat. Okay? When it comes to a man, it's kind of like he know you got some good cat. Remember, there is nothing physical here. Okay? But I'm saying, he know that cat good. So somebody must be observing you. You know what I'm saying? This person is very instinctive. I feel like they're a very sexual person. Very sexual, very physical person. So, it's kind of like, they may have had a lot of experiences. Maybe they just know women anatomy or the woman body, or I don't know. I'm trying to tell you, this person, sex is like heavy with them. You know, um I do pick up they are some type of a healer. Like in the spiritual community, like I know we talk about high vibrational, low vibrational. We're always talking about fuck that low vibrational shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's very purposeful. I mean, I be on that shit too. But my thing is that from my experiences, I know the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Because I have met men to where they're wound healers. They are wound healers. Yes, they're very sexual. You know, it seems like they're always chasing it. They're always wanting to experience pleasure. My my thing is that you are the same way, but somebody is a little more in touch and they're more confident about their freakiness. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have a problem with who they are. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to get you to understand and see is that you may look at somebody as if they are low vibrational, but that person has a gift. Okay, that person has a gift. I attract a lot of men like this, very high sexually driven men. You know, my thing is that I haven't taken them serious because it's just too many women around. I like a man who has a lot of women around. Honestly, I prefer that more than him having a whole bunch of guys around. But I mean, it is what it is. But I used to work in a barbershop. You know what I'm saying? So I hated the conversation. I hated being in that atmosphere. It's like women do not belong in a goddamn barbershop, you know? God, you'll fucking hate men. They're so disgusting. But shit, when you get around your girls, females are worse. It's just, I don't know, the way it feels from a man is different than a woman. I guess because that's a bias because I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? But um because these type of men, I mean, so if you have a gift, if you have a gift that quote unquote keeps you low vibrational, you have to understand it's not a curse, it's a gift. Because I feel like there is a man out there, and this is going far away from the reading, but I picked this up. There's a man out there, and it's kind of like because of his desires, he is upset because it's hard for him to control himself. When it comes to a woman, he wants to possess her, he wants to lock her down. He doesn't want anybody else getting to her. Like he'll fuck her real good and all this type of stuff like that. Um, I mean, I don't know. It sound okay to me. But my thing is that you just can't trust somebody like that. You can't trust somebody who want too much control because they lack control. So they want to control everything else because they're not in control of themselves. So if you have a gift to where you are a healer, a genital healer, you may see it as a curse because, I mean, in all actuality, when you are sexually gifted, you are you heal the spiritual, because spiritualists, we're more, I mean, the interest is in the divine. The high vibration, the divine doesn't really deal with sex, with intercourse. You understand what I'm saying? Because we find other ways as to how to channel our sexual energy. But the thing is that, very spirited people, they need a good grounding. Okay, they need a good grounding. They're spiritually talented. So somebody who is physically talented is kind of like it's a completion. It bridges the gap. So, you can sit up here and you can talk shit about high vibration, low vibration. The only thing about low vibration, like I said, is that it's like you can't trust it. You can't trust what it will do. So it's kind of like the only thing that you can really do is dance with it. But as much as you want to give in, it's just like you can't give in because it's going to be the worst mistake of your life. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why we try to encourage individuals to move into a higher vibration. So somebody may have a gift, but they consider it to be a curse, but it's not a curse. It's like it's a curse because they feel out of control, you know. Um, so I pick up too. I pick up that there's a woman, she's upset with her man because he couldn't buy her something. I pick up it's a piece of jewelry. Okay, I just see this woman like looking at her hand. I don't see a ring though, but she's looking at her hand and it's like she doesn't like what she sees. Mm. Um, I don't know. Well, my thing is, you shouldn't be marrying somebody for the damn ring. You're supposed to be marrying them because they in love, because you in love with them. But I mean, I'm not going. I mean, me personally, I don't care. But I mean, there are some women. It's kind of like that represents how much he loves you. So you want to show everybody how much he loves you. Bitch, he fucking married you. He committed to you under God. How more serious could that be? I feel like sometimes as women we want it all. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. It's kind of like we just want it all. But if we can learn how to see the bigger picture, because it's kind of like, what does the ring doesn't say anything. You know, I mean, the man is giving you a commitment. He's giving you his last name. You know, that's priceless. But you're focused on a fucking ring. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's just my way of thinking. But like I said, I'm not about to sit here and downplay that because she deserves what she wants. But my thing is that she's being a little unreasonable. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I just pick up something real quick with that. Okay, but anyway, back to the reading. Back to the reading. So I'm going to take this Eight of Cups out. This is a toxic group of people who cannot, it's like whatever you have going on financially, you have been building on your own. I mean, you have some help here now, but in the past, you started off by yourself. And with you having to start off by yourself, I mean, you put in the work and you were consistent with doing this. Okay, so that's your glow up. You work hard for that. Okay, with the Six of Wands here, you're also experiencing more pleasure within your life. You have the ability to bring people together, and people can, you are a pleasure to experience. Okay, so with so with the Eight of Cups, I feel like people are jealous of the way that you love yourself. If this is a love situation, people are jealous of your new love. They're jealous of your new person. They see something, or this could be happening on somebody else's end. People are seeing this from somebody, who is feeling you. Okay, like there's a consistency here. You know, people are jealous of your independence. They're jealous that you're being recognized for it. They're jealous that it's like you just keep going. You're consistent. I feel like something big may be coming up in here too. Some type of cash. Somebody may be giving you some type of cash. This could be like a big check that you're going to be receiving. So, you are abundant. You are like aligned with wealth out of everything. You're aligned. Somebody may see something that you have going on. They don't want to be a part of it, but it's like they can point you in the direction of a resource you may need. 'Cause you have a tool. You may have a tool or something. Like okay, so I work with resin a lot. So, I kind of like to sculpt the resin, but I can't effectively do that without a drill. You know what I'm saying? Like a nail drill. I can't file and smooth the edges without like a sander. Okay, so let's say that if I had a resin sculpture and somebody sees it and it's rough around the edges, you say, "Oh yeah, well, I have to get a drill, a sander, so I can smooth around those edges." So the person says, "Oh, well, the hardware store on 38th Street sale has what you're looking for, has what you need." Okay. So, I mean, you're pretty ambitious. You're focused on your wealth and building that. I kind of feel like you didn't want people to see or know what you had going on. I think that you tried to hide it, but it's like you can't hide it. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide what you have going on here. You can't hide that you're in love. Somebody can't hide that they're in love with you. You know, I feel like there are spare the moments to where you just find yourself laughing. It's kind of like somebody tells a joke, but nobody's around you. You can't even hear the joke, but it's like the vibration of the joke is funny. So it's kind of like you're experiencing somebody else. So somebody else may be around somebody who's telling a joke. Okay, the spirit hears the joke, so it's funny to you. It's funny to your spirit, so you feel it throughout your body because your spirit and your mind are connected. Remember, your thoughts also create your feelings. With the spirit being connected to your mind, you don't have to be conscious of what you're laughing at. You know, it's usually because you're experiencing somebody else. Okay, so what else here? What else? Somebody was triggered. I think somebody really likes you, but they're triggered by your independence. But at the same time, they're triggered by it. They like it. This person kind of deals with jealousy. I think that that comes from possession, though. But my thing is that if you are a jealous person, you are a jealous person. Because I used to tell myself, I've never been a jealous person, you know. Uh, but in relationships, in the beginning, I found myself being real possessive, you know. And I'm just like, I'm not feeling I'm not feeling secure or as confident as I want to in the union in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much that I'm going through emotionally. And, men are a little slower to open up. So, I'm sitting there and I have all of these intense feelings and emotions. And, this person is just trying to play it cool. Because in the beginning, you try to be your best self, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be on my best behavior, but I'm just like, bruh, I'm so I'm so not feeling this. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like you need to say that we're together, but it'll be like the second date. I'm sitting there, I'm just like, "Ugh, you just need to tell me that you're in love with me. You just need to tell me that, you just need to tell me that you want to be with me. You need to say that we're together. You don't need to have me waiting a month or 2 weeks for you to figure out what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that way. Um, so in my relationships, I would sometimes display jealousy. But what I've learned, because I got with other individuals and they would do the same thing to me. But of course I didn't care because I'm just like, I like it. I like it. I think it's cute. It's nice to know that you desire me and you're afraid to lose me. But one thing that I've learned, you know, jealousy is jealousy. You can't, you can't just say I'm jealous with the women or the men that I deal with. No, you're a jealous person to the point to where that person you're so crazy about, eventually you'll find something to be jealous about them for. And that's the truth. That is the goddamn truth. Because I thought, I'm just like, well, I'm not a jealous person, but, I have had jealous feelings when I dated people in the earlier phases. So when I was dealing with guys like that, I'm just like, okay, well, it's just a phase. He'll get over it. He don't get over it. And then it's like he turned on me. He started getting jealous and competitive with me. And it's just like, I don't know what you're doing. Cause nigga, if you got it, I got it. If I got it, you got it. So if you want to have more, then go ahead. Cause that's more you gonna be sharing. The fuck you you want the power, you want it all. Okay, well you gonna share. Shit. I never understood that competing in relationship shit. I never understood it. But anyway, the Six of Wands also represents, um, coming out of competition. Instead of competing, you know, you are alluring in the situation. You know what I'm saying? You're not interested in competing. So it's kind of like you go another way. This may be somebody you walked away from. I don't know. It seemed like men. It seemed like they like you more when you really don't show interest in them or you don't like them. But the thing is that that's dangerous because, when men thrive off of rejection, it's kind of like that shit builds resentment in them because it's just like, how dare you tell me no? Especially if they end up getting you, because it's just like, you told me no, you play all these games with me, you had me proving myself. Now that I got you, and when they get you, that's when they start thinking about everything. Child, men are thinkers. They start thinking about everything, and them thoughts, you know because I don't know. I don't know. Them thoughts just be going. That's all I'm saying. Okay, but anyway, because I really do. I feel like somebody is really into you. Somebody really likes you. They're not gonna stop. They're not gonna quit. But I feel like you focusing on your finances and your financial independence. I feel like with you being focused there, that's what's growing for you in your life. Like I said, it seems like the more less interested you are in them, the more they seem to like you or the more they seem to care. I don't know. Like I said too, that shit is dangerous to me. I kind of feel like somebody wants to spend some money on you too. Somebody wants to spend some money. It's like they appreciate you. They appreciate you. They love you. It's like they are joyful that you exist. I also pick up, I don't know. I keep picking up the crush. But hey lover, this is more than a crush. Hey lover, this is more than a crush. No, no. I haven't heard that song in a in a long time, but that's what I pick up. Oh man. Okay. Well, my thing is that somebody recognizes you and they're going to be consistent. I kind of feel like somebody may have been fucking with you, testing you too. It could have, a man, he may have been through a lot of things with women. He knows women very well. So he may have been trying to do all types, put you through all type of tests. It's coming off more so mentally. Okay. It's coming off more so mentally. So I do kind of feel like he wants control over your mind. He or she, there seems to be something very free and unbothered about you. This person, it's like they like it, but at the same time, it's not what they're used to. So it's like they don't like it. But my thing is, however women respond to this man, it's like he doesn't like it. So it's like he likes that you don't respond that way, but then it's kind of like he wished that you would respond that way because I believe that's how he studied women with their reactions and their responses. So in a way, certain behaviors tell him things about how a woman feels about him. Okay. My thing is you shouldn't need or want somebody to be super crazy about you just to know that they are in love. But some people need that because I mean they have trust issues. But if you have trust issues, then you definitely should not be in a relationship or trying to court somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But somebody knows, they know you care about them, or they know, or somebody cares about you. Like I said, it's like it's something special about you. Maybe you don't know. It's kind of like I want to see through this person's eyes, what they see when they look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it about them? Okay. You could be dealing with somebody, and it's kind of like it's unbelievable that that person wants you. You could be somebody and there's a person who thinks that it's unbelievable that you want them. Somebody trying to have fun though, because somebody trying to spend some money. That's what I keep picking up. Somebody want to spend some money on you. They're not trying to buy your love. It's they want to see you happy. It's like the momentum. They want to keep the momentum going. This could have something to, maybe something having to do with sex. Maybe somebody is afraid of, maybe, some maybe a little challenging around the topic of sex, because somebody wants to make sure that they can please you. Somebody wants to know that they can. My thing is that if you don't try, how will you know? But the smart thing would be take your time and study this person. You know what I mean? Like be a little flirtatious with them, see how they respond. Be flirtatious with like light gestures of affection. See if this person is affectionate, how they respond to like stimulation or touch. you know because I do pick up somebody is a hunter. I am the hunter, I am the great unknown. Only my love will conquer. I am the hunter. I am the hunter. Do 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 do. But it's giving me like this person. I feel like if there's a masculine, it could be a male or a woman, but this person is mature, they're older, and they're financially stable. You know what I'm saying? Um, I really don't feel like money is a problem for this person. I mean, Nine of Pentacles, then Eight of Pentacles. It's kind of like this is somebody who wants to spend it all. It's like their whole check on you. You know what I'm saying? Let's say that, maybe your child hits it big, and they write you a check. That's not what I'm picking up though. I'm picking up, this is a man and he wants to spoil this woman. There's money that he may have been sitting on. It's money that, this not no fast money that he's sitting on. You know what I'm saying? What do he want? Why is he doing it like this? Is it because he can? So he's showing off. It's just something genuine that he wants to do. Okay. So my thing, I mean, you don't have to be suspicious, because sometimes with women we think, well, why he want to do all that? What he trying to do? What he trying to do? My thing is, anytime a man do something for you, he's looking for some type of appreciation or gratitude. Men not gonna say that, but my thing is, think of it if you was a man, because men have a lot of expectations on them, especially when it comes to money and pussy. So it's kind of like, I mean, shit, if I was a man, bitch, if for one, if I give you my time, that speaks volumes. I give you my time, I spend my money, I take you out, genuinely want to see you have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah, I'm trying to get some pussy. That I'm not doing all of this just for that. But I'm saying, it's a good time. It's a good night. My thing is, this person, I want to say this person is not like this, but we have a lot of pleasure and joy and fulfillment here. It's like, baby, there's no other place for this to go. There's no other place for this to go except for getting it on. You understand what I'm saying? Like the energy is there. It's like worry free. You know what I'm saying? So you may come to realize that somebody really actually loves you, and so from there you just throw caution to the wind. I hope I don't sound like no jerk, but that's what I'm saying though. I'm saying, of course I want you. If I give you my time, girl, of course I want you. I'm not going to waste my time with just anybody. You understand what I'm saying? I'm making time for you, like I would make time if we was together. You see, motherfuckers be entitled out here. I'm a woman. I be hearing women, sometimes we're entitled, we just expect, and this is what he's supposed to do. You know, man, you got to start putting yourself in somebody else's position. Because, bitch, I'm not playing with your ass. But it's not about me. It's not about me. Okay, so this reading looks good. It looks real good. It looks like you're going to be able to relax. It looks like you're going to be able to be consistent in a diligent way. It's like, this is not the grind. This is not hustle, 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 back to back to back to back. There's a situation that's going to take a load off of you, rather that's energetically, emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. Okay. But my thing, I said something about trust issues, but with somebody who know that you're genuine, it's like they know that they can trust you. So they know that they can be generous with you, and you're not going to take advantage or go overboard or try to get all that you can out of a situation. You know what I'm saying? They know that you're going to appreciate everything that they do for you. I pick up you may be easy to please too. So, that kind of makes things fun and less stressful. I'm gonna tell you, men be going through a lot behind the scenes when it comes to a woman that he like and that he wants to impress and that he wants her respect, and he wants her to feel safe. Men be going through a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but women, we be feeling like, well, you a man, you need to be brave, but every man is not brave. Some men need a little. I mean, you may want to talk to somebody, you may be really attracted to them, but you want to know if the attraction is mutual. And it's kind of like, until you know if that person is attracted to you or not, you're not going to be like fully confident in the situation. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes people, they need assistance with their confidence. They need some encouragement. You understand it's not that it's not there, but I mean, come on now. Who wants to put themselves out there like that? You could think that they're the most beautiful, amazing person, and then when it comes time for them to tell you what they think, how they feel, it's given disgusting. That's kind of embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? In this situation here, it's all about feeling good. We're vibrating in the love right now. This is a joyfulness. The joy of being alive, the joy of feeling love. I mean, we got toxic community, then we got jealousy. You're probably surrounded around people who can't stand you. You probably have family members who can't stand you. It's like when you meet people, one minute they like you, then they turn on you. So, it's gonna feel really great to have somebody come in to see you. You know, maybe they know about shit that you have been through, maybe they don't, but it's something about you to where they choose you. They want to do this for you. Okay. This person does not care if y'all have sex or not, but I'm gonna tell you, if it's a man, of course he's gonna be a gentleman. He's not gonna make it seem like that. But if y'all have a really great time, he's definitely going to wanna do a little something. You know, of course it's on you. It's on you. But I'm just saying, bitches want to get laid just like men do. So stop faking the funk. That's all I'm saying. But the thing is as a woman, you know who you are, because if you get attached real easily through a good time and sex, you know, you just be careful, because you don't know what this man is packing, or you don't know what this woman is packing. You understand what I'm saying? You may go out and have the most amazing day, night of your fucking life, and then, y'all are intimate, and it's kind of like, oh no, I gotta have this every day. All right, now I'm gonna tell you once, I'm gonna tell you the truth. A good thing don't last always. Some people come into your life for a season. Enjoy the experience. Enjoy somebody else's presence. Enjoy the fact that they think that you're a special, genuine, great person, and they just want to do something beautiful for you, because there are not a lot of people out there like that. Okay? I'm just saying. I can see that you're not surrounded around people who celebrate you, which is probably why you're so focused financially. Okay. But my thing is, it looks like what God is saying is that, you've carried yourself through long enough. I'm sending you in assistance. And when I send this person in, this person will, it's like they will roll out the purple carpet for you. Okay. And in exchange, when they roll out that purple carpet, you need to throw down the rose petals for them to walk, for the both of y'all to walk on. You see what I'm saying? So this is a blessing. This is a blessing in disguise. Okay. I advise you to go all out. Enjoy yourself. You know, don't be so possessive, because I pick up something here about that. Okay. Because sometimes when we get a taste of what we're not getting, it's like we want to taste it all the time. What you have going on, your struggles are purposeful. Where you are at is where you're supposed to be, is purposeful. No, you will not be there always. But let this encounter, let this situation, let God give you a taste of what your future is going to be like. Okay. Okay. So that's it. So we're going to wrap it up there. Until next time, we'll talk again. Thank you.